Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with more Detroit Become Human. Sorry about the end of the last episode, I kind of got interrupted and we were already like 30 something minutes in, so I kind of didn't feel like editing it together, so I just ended it abruptly, so. But oh well, we're back, it's nighttime now, so let's continue on. We were still in the process of waiting for Alice to get sick. So we were literally standing here for forever, waiting for her to get sick, because that is one of the things that we're missing on the flowchart here, is, because we're trying to 100% complete Fugitives here. It's this one right here. The one that's unlocked, not locked. I mean, the one that is locked there. It's literally, I have her be too cold, and then we skip all the way to the end. So that's what we're doing here. We're supposed to wait for 12 minutes. I think we waited for 12 minutes already, and it still hasn't happened. So I don't know what's going on here. But like from the guide that I've looked at, that is what we're supposed to do. So I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, since the last time I recorded, I did finally finish my the ranking of my finish my favorite movie of all time ranking. Because yeah, I do it every year. Like I update it every year, but I have well, what am I trying to say? I update it every year, and finally got that done. And it took way too long. I think I'm going to change the rules for the thing next year, for a couple of reasons. One, next year obviously is, it's 2020, it's our new decade. I feel like that feels like an appropriate time to change the rules for us. And two, it just took way too long. It took me 3 days of like, it took me probably a total of like 10 hours or so to actually do this. And that's like, why? Why am I doing this? Like, it's an annual tradition. I've done it for the last 6 years, or 5 years? 5 years. But either way, it's like, so it's like, it's kind of an annual tradition for me at this point, but it's like, it took way too long. I'm going to change the rules, because what I end up doing is ranking my top 500 movies of all time, which is a lot, obviously. I mean, mind you, I've watched 4,000, so it's like, I mean, that's really still only an eighth of the movies I've watched, but, still, yeah, I mean, it's too much work. I think I'm going to narrow it down to probably top 20, or no, sorry, not top 200, I mean. I think maybe that's more reasonable, and then I think we might actually do what I do with my video game list, where is she not gonna fucking get sick? Okay. Did I have to do that first? And now she's supposed to get sick? I don't know. How long should we wait? This is the problem with this, is that how long are we actually going to wait here? Like, we waited at the end, like the last 12 minutes of the last video was literally us just standing here. Yeah, so I redid my list, and to be honest, like the top bunch of movies is actually quite different from my previous years, just because again, I feel like the way I look at film now is a bit different. Like, I used to be really into just film in general, really be into a lot of like different types of film. Nowadays, I don't really care anymore. Like, I really don't. I mean, like I'm kind of out in terms of being super into film. I'll still watch like oh, I thought something was happening. Damn it. But I'll still watch every movie that I feel like I want to watch. But it's like, there's certain movies that like I really went out of my way to watch back in the day, and some of them I really end up enjoying. But I feel like at this point, like, I don't really do that anymore. I don't really care enough. But so I mean, like, I think my top list is very like my new number one movie of all time. Which is kind of funny. I made it Avengers Infinity War. Yeah. I like, the thing is, like, when I was going through this list, it's like I just couldn't think of another movie that I would rather watch over and over and over again than Avengers Infinity War. Again, I watched Avengers Infinity War twice in theaters. Like, the only movie I think I've ever paid to watch in theaters twice. I mean, I've watched it, I think, 6 times now. And I adore the film every fucking time. And like, again, like, the problem with like these superhero movies, usually for me when ranking them on the list, is that I usually don't feel like they have a very fulfilling story arc. like very like character arcs from and whatever. And like, but I feel like and like strong themes and whatever. I feel like this film does. I feel like Infinity War does with everything that's okay. Fuck off. Like, can we just fucking fail this already? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Let's read the guide. But I feel like everything that I want out of a superhero film is done in Infinity War, and like it just feels like Infinity War is like a perfect movie for me. And I currently have it at number 1. I mean, like, will it change? Probably. I think it'll probably definitely. Oh, it might happen soon. She's starting to sneeze more. Because I think that was what it says, that she'll start sneezing more frequently, and then a cutscene activates. I think Al's too cold here. After talking to the trash man, androids stand in the rain for about 12 minutes and don't do anything. Alice will sneeze more and more, and ultimately a cutscene will play where Kara breaks into the car, and both will crash there for the night. Okay, she's starting to sneeze more. Okay, I definitely feel like it's coming up now. So yeah, I made Infinity War my favorite movie of all time. I like to, it's just, again, to me, it's just the perfect film for me. And I've talked about it a lot on this channel, but I really do feel like it's the perfect film for me. Number 2, I have Memento, which was my previous number 1. 3, I have Whiplash, which I think moved up a spot, moved up 2 spots. 4, I have Edge of Tomorrow, which moved up a bit, I think. Moved up 4 spots. I have that at number 8. I feel like Edge of Tomorrow, again, it is a similar thing. I think Edge of Tomorrow, I'm not, like, I don't think it's as fulfilling as Avengers is to me, but it's very close. And where it's like, it's this blockbuster action film that also has pretty strong themes, has a really strong, has well realized character development, character development's probably not the right word for Avengers, but it's more so like there is an arc though there. There's not really much development in Avengers just because there's not really much time for development. But like the arc of Thanos, I really do love from Infinity War. And I mean with Edge of Tomorrow though, it's actually character development for I can't think of his name, but Tom Cruise's character. I can't think of the name. It's John something, right? It's like a really generic name, I'm pretty sure. Not that this even matters. I don't know why I'm even taking the time to look this up now. Can we fucking get sick already? Like, I've wasted 8 minutes now. You know, we'll wait until around 12. If it doesn't happen, then fuck it. We'll start over. Oh, it's not John. It's William Cage. Okay, fine. Either way. Yeah, I have Inception at 5, which I think is the same spot. No, it was at 6. So, okay. Fight Club at 6, which I think also moved up a spot. Nightcrawler at 7, which that moved up like 20 spots. Yeah, I didn't make this list, like, I didn't look at my previous list when making this list. So I was kind of surprised to see that Nightcrawler jumped up 20 spots. But whatever. Star Trek 2009, which moved down. Scott Pilgrim moved down a lot. I used to have Scott Pilgrim super high. I had it at number 3. I think I moved it down a lot to like 40 or something. Okay, no, to 26. Because again, it's the movie I've watched the most. I've watched Scott Pilgrim vs. the World like 70 times or so. Might be more, I don't remember. But it's one of my most watched movies. And yeah, I used to have like last year I had it at number 3. And at this point, though, I feel like with having Infinity War there, with having Edge of Tomorrow in my top 10, having Star Trek in my top 10, I can't really justify having Scott Pilgrim that high at this point. I don't feel like so. With like having all these other like sort of not necessarily like masterpieces of film, but more so really enjoyable action films. Like I already have like 3 of them there. I don't really need Scott Pilgrim also up there. Even though it's still really good. And then Terminator at 9, which I'm one of the few people that I enjoy Terminator 1 more than 2. And I feel like that's the case with me a lot of it. I enjoy smaller like when it comes to film, at least, I feel like I enjoy smaller, contained narratives than larger. I don't know, like with like Terminator, like with Terminator 1, it's a more contained, sort of smaller film. With Terminator 2, it's this massive action blockbuster sort of thing, and it's like I enjoyed the more like the smaller sci-fi sort of film than the big action film. So Terminator 2 is still really great. I mean, Terminator 2 I still have in my top 100. I think it's like in the 60 spot, somewhere around 66. So yeah, still pretty high, but yeah, I mean that's something like I mean like I forgot, I think I mentioned this before, right? I mentioned this already, but yeah, I mean like I think when I redo the list next year, I'm gonna narrow it down to 200. I think that'll make it a lot easier, and I also think I'm gonna only gonna do one movie per franchise, um, or at least like the way I do it with games. I'll do it the way I do it with games, and with games, what I do is I do one per franchise per like generation or per era or whatever. And I feel like we'll do the same thing with movies, where it's like I mean like so with like a Star Trek as an example, we'll only have one movie from the reboot franchise, and then we'll have one movie from the original series. Like I'll probably have Star Trek 4 and then Star Trek 2009, instead of having Star Trek 2009, Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Trek Beyond, Star Trek 4, Star Trek 2, like all these other Star Trek 3 I believe is also on the list. So yeah, instead of having 6 Star Trek movies, I only have 2. I feel like that makes more sense. Same thing with like Avengers. I feel like only put Infinity War. I don't feel like we need the other 2 at that point. Um, Same thing with like X-Men, First Class, and Days of Future Past. I feel like we only need Days of Future Past on here. And like with Star Wars, it'll be like I'll probably only have Episode 5 instead of having 4, 5, and 6. And then like I'll only have Episode 7 instead of 7 and actually Last Jedi's not on here, but whatever. You get the point. That sort of thing. How are we not? Okay, we're at 12 minutes now. I feel like but the thing that's irritating. Oh, here we go. There we go. Now it happened. That took forever.
Alice, are you okay?
Can't go on the car. Too cold.
Which isn't this dumb considering we know that it's fake. Well, whatever. Distant, really? That ruins our relationship with her? Yeah, I also have the Disaster Artist super high, which I found funny. Because I really love Disaster Artist. I've watched it like 3 times now. I really love that movie. And I think on last year's list, where did I have it? Oh, I had it pretty high too. Okay, I had it at 65. I didn't realize I had it that high. Yeah, this time I had it at 53.
You're going to be alright, Alice. You'll be alright.
Yeah, what else was there? I mean, like Birdman. Actually, Birdman was high last year too. I think last year was when I moved Birdman up. Because like, I really loved Birdman on the rewatch. First time I watched it, I thought it was good. Didn't really love it, but I really loved Birdman on the rewatch. Yeah, where do I have Birdman? Yeah, I'm looking. Okay, I had it at 74 in 2017, so it's still not that bad. But I had it like, yeah, I had it at 337 in 2016 though. So yeah, I started to appreciate more 2017. In 2018, I have it up at number 12. And then this year, I moved it down a bit. It's at 16, but it's still pretty high. So what do we got here? So we got this. So we finally got that. That took way too long. So what do we got to do now? Because we got to figure out all this other stuff. Okay, inside laundromat. Yeah, okay. So we got to figure out what we got to do here. So I think we're done talking about the movie stuff, but yeah, the games, it's gonna take a lot shorter. I mean, like it's not gonna take nearly as long. Like I already have it narrowed down. Like I have a list of all the games that I remember playing. It's at 797. I eliminated every movie below a 7.5 because I felt like that was the appropriate score to eliminate at, and that leaves me at 361. I deleted one just to make it an even 360. And yeah, it'll be pretty easy to narrow it down. Again, what I do with games is top 100, just because I feel like anything higher than that is kind of not super. Like it's like at that point, it's like it's kind of ranking game because I feel like at that like past top 100, it's kind of like it's like ranking games I'm not even that big of a fan of. Like at 100, like on my current 2018 list, like at number 100 is like Mario versus Donkey Kong, and then Tekken, and then like 1080 Avalanche, and it's like I think beyond that, it's like I really don't care. So it's like I think for 100, it's good. I'm good with 100 for games. And yeah, I mean, like ratio wise, it's the same thing as the movies because with the movies, as I said, it's like around 1/8 because I've watched 4,000 movies. It's 500 movies on the list. Shit, wrong one. But with games, again, I have 800 games, so 1/8 of that is 100. So top 100. Yeah, to be honest, and like again, I think the list this year will be pretty interesting because again, I've just played so many games in the last year that
Accessing the story chart.
that I just think it's gonna be really interesting to see what changes from that. Okay, so so we're already 16 minutes into this, so we kind of wasted a lot of time already. But we gotta figure this out. Fuck, I'm trying to. Okay, this is annoying. My computer just froze out of nowhere. Like, there's only one checkpoint, right? Which is really dumb, by the way. Like, this is a massive fucking chapter. Why is there only one checkpoint? So what do we gotta do here? Like, alright, found shelter for the night. I think I have everything here, right? I have everything here, so we can just forget about that. So inside laundromat. So rechecked everywhere too, right? So yeah, we've done all these. Okay, so I'm opening up all the pictures of the flowcharts right now, just so it makes it a bit easier for us to follow what we need to do. Okay, so yeah, we have. All right, so let's follow the supermarket stuff, I guess this time. So there's a few things here that we need to do. We need to steal. We need to steal food. That's something we didn't do at all. We also oh, we have the gun too. I forgot about that. We do have the gun, so we can pull out the gun on him. Ooh, and then I guess there's a hold up and everything. Oof, this might be this could turn interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that we didn't even get around to, so that's gonna be a lot. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I guess that's what we're gonna focus on right now. And the good thing about this, though, even though there's a lot of options there, like we should be able to get a lot done within each episode. I feel like because like even if we hold up the that store, we're still gonna be able to do other shit at the same time. I believe, like do the other like go to the laundromat and go into the squat and whatever else and all these other places. So yeah. So yeah, we'll focus on the laundromat first, just because we can really. But again, because we have the gun, we can. All right, with something else we should focus on is there any like we need to find out what the optimal strategy is as well for this. Like for future places, like to see if there's anything that affects future missions, and I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything that affects anything in the future. So I think what we're probably gonna do is go in the squat. I'm thinking because that's the only one we haven't done. First playthrough we stayed in the car. Second playthrough we stayed in the hotel.
All right.
So I feel like we'll stay in the squat
End
this
of the line.
time.
End of the line.
Yeah, you're gonna have to leave.
Okay. So we'll focus on the store right now. So we'll see what we can do there. Obviously we have the gun, so we could pull out the gun if we want to. We can also try some other things. Okay. I don't even care enough to ask the question, because here it's like obviously giving us the option. Not even gonna bother. Okay.
You gonna be okay?
So yeah, the top game of all time. Again, I still don't know what I'm gonna have as my number one. To be honest, with me putting Avengers as my number one movie of all time, I kind of feel like at this point I don't give a shit, and I'm literally just gonna put whatever I like. Because the thing is, when I used to do these, I kind of cared with like having something
Come on,
that
Alice, we've gotta hurry.
was more, I don't know, like more intellectual. Like I don't know, more. I don't know, like something that made me feel more intelligent than what it is. But at this point, I don't fucking care. I should never cared. It's my own fucking list anyway. And also, no one's gonna see this list anyway. But it's like, I think at this point, I just don't fucking care. It's like, again, I made Avengers my favorite movie of all time. So it's like, why not? I mean, like, so I'm gonna try to make whatever I feel is legitimately my favorite game of all time. The thing is, I still don't know what that is, though. Like, I feel like it's kind of tough for me with that. Because I just feel like there's so many options. And I feel like, because I don't think, like, I've said this before, I don't think any game is perfect. I feel like for film, I feel like it's easier to find a perfect film than it is for a game where there's so many moving parts in a game and so many different angles that can be approached within a game, that you're just leaving room. There's always going to be room for mistakes. While with movies, there's less of that, obviously. Like, you only have, it's usually only, what, an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's usually a period of time that, I mean, you're only seeing a specific thing during that period of time, and it can be perfected pretty easily. But with, like, something like a game, it's so difficult to do so. And again, I don't think any game's really done that.
We need a place for
So,
tonight.
like with the game, it's tougher to really rank an all-time favorite game, because I mean, like, I think if I were to rank it the way I used to rank film, I think The Last of Us would definitely be up there. But I just don't feel like it makes sense to do that, because again, I mean, film and games are different mediums, obviously. I mean, mind you, obviously games are trying to become more and more like film, but at the end of the day, they are still different mediums. So it's like, I don't know. Either way, like, I mean,
The store's still open.
again, I said The
Maybe we
Witcher
could go
3 is
inside.
definitely a contender. I
Maybe
think it's
she'll
still
be out of the
definitely
cold.
a contender for number one.
What do you want?
I'm with a little girl, and we have nowhere to go.
I guess we'll pull out our gun, right?
Shit. A homeless android? Ah, that's the best yet. Look, this is a convenience store, not the Salvation Army, okay? You better go if you're not gonna buy anything.
So we can pull out our gun, right? Can we not? Yeah, pull out gun. Let's see how this goes. Thread, cashier.
Wait outside for me. I'll just be 2 minutes.
Wait outside? But why?
Please. Alice, just trust me.
Aggressive.
Don't move or I'll shoot. Take the cash from the register, put it on the counter.
Of course the guy comes in only when we pull out the gun. Of course. Stay.
Excuse me, are you done?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, really? That's a cool thing.
$4.95, please.
Wouldn't you think that if they have all these androids and everything, wouldn't you think they would also make cash registers be like robots and everything, be machines? But whatever.
Open the register. Put the cash on the counter.
He's gonna have a gun too, isn't he? Yeah, what a fucker.
You better get out of here before things get nasty.
You
Convinced.
see that little girl outside? Her name is Alice. She's 9 years old, and this is the worst night of her life. All I need is a few dollars so we can find a place for tonight. And I'm not leaving without that money.
Does he really do it? Okay, fine. Cool. Can we still shoot him? Are we forced to leave? Because there's also a thing of we can steal food from this. Ah, no. We can't go back. That's annoying.
We've got some money now.
Wait, how did you get it?
I put all the
just
fucking gun.
Asked the cashier for a few dollars.
Really? That really worked? Okay. Can I go back in and just steal as well? So we can get
There's
that
nothing
done
more
too?
this way.
No. Damn it. Okay, so what else can we do here? So we did this storyline. Again, we're missing chunks here, but... oh, we're going to have to replay that a lot, aren't we? Because there's points where you can give up. Ah, that's annoying. Really hate it when they do that. But either way. So yeah, this entire storyline we have to be done with for now. What is this? Steal discreetly. Or we can get caught, right? Take too much time. That leads to... okay, so... what should we do now? I mean, I guess we go to the laundromat. What did we miss there? All we missed is the... alright, laundromat. Well, did we miss anything in the hotel? Like, in the hotel stuff. This is the motel. Alright, we missed a couple things. So that's annoying. So we would have to have... okay. So it's give toy and give chocolate are the things there, but we would need to steal those things, right? I'm assuming. At least the chocolate I know we can steal. Yeah, so those are things we would have to steal. So we're going to do the motel a couple times to get that one done. However, we can't do it this time because obviously we'll need to do that. So laundromat, what do we need from the laundromat? Again, this is kind of there's a lot of charts here. So laundromat, what we need here is there's something we need to read, which I'm assuming is probably just the other page of the thing. We also need to disturb the man when stealing the clothes. So essentially, I'm assuming it's just fucking up the QuickTime events. Let's go. Let's do it. We're 30 minutes in already, but whatever. And then after the laundromat, we'll look at what we can do with the squat and the car. See if there's anything we missed in those. So this.
It's warm in here. You'll feel better in no time.
Fuck. Okay. So, I'm assuming, yeah, there, face the music. So that's the other one that we needed, I believe. Yeah, so the only other thing is we need to disturb the man while trying to steal his clothes. Okay.
What are you doing? They're not our clothes.
Too bad.
You need something warm, and I need to get rid of this uniform.
But that's stealing. We can't do that.
Steal.
Sorry, Alice, but we have to do this.
Okay, so again, we're gonna purposely fuck up. I'm assuming one more time. Oh no, I guess that's it. There we go.
Come on, let's go.
So there we go. We did that. So we have everything done in the laundromat, I think. So what else do we have here? We have, again, we have everything done here. So supermarket, obviously we're going to do another playthrough for that. We're going to do a couple playthroughs for the motel. Let's look at the parking lot. Is there anything in the parking lot we haven't done? There's a couple things there in the parking lot. So what's there in the parking lot? This one. Of course, the gift toy and gift. Oh no! Do we do that for each one? Oh no, that's so much. So we're gonna replay this like 6 times just for that. That's really annoying. And then the squat, there's a lot of stuff there as well. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one for squat. Squat is threaten with gun. Well, what do we have done with the squat? Because we've been there, just we haven't finished it. Our insight squat. Meet Ralph. Convince. Said we'll threaten with gun. We gave up. Follow. Start a fire. Make a bed. Talk to Alice. Make promise. There's also the give toy. Give. So everything has the give toy, give chocolate. So that's really annoying. Because we're at the point where we can't complete that right now. So we're going to have to do some of these things multiple times no matter what. Yeah, let's do the squat here, I guess. Just because we haven't done it before. So that means we're going to replay this 6 times. That's really annoying. Yeah, it's so annoying. But as long as we don't fuck up, we should be able to get everything, though, within those 6 times. But again, it's still annoying that we have to do it 6 times.
At least we'd be out of the rain.
Kara, I don't like this place.
Too bad.
But it's just for one night, and no one will look for us here.
Oh yeah, we have to. We don't have the wire cutter because we would need to steal that, so we need to go through the parking lot here, right? Okay. I thought there was a way through here. Oh, is the wire? There's a wire cutter over here, isn't there? When I think about it, it's on here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so L2. Fuck. Yeah, so it's really these car missions that are really taking us forever. I mean, it's like the car missions seem to like be taking us
Are
like
you alright?
4 to 5 parts to do.
Yes, it's just a
Like the
scratch.
Connor ones so far have been taking us like 2 to 3, and then like the so far the Marcus ones, like we're just finishing right away. Like we've have like very minimal stuff to do in the Marcus ones.
Don't worry, we're just having a look.
Okay. Okay.
Alice? Alice! Wait, what are you
There we go.
doing?
Visitors. Ralph doesn't like visitors. They're nasty. They may hurt Ralph.
She's just a little girl. She's not gonna hurt you.
Little girl. She's not a little girl. Anyway, what does that matter? Maybe she wants to hurt Ralph.
Look.
Yeah, it's interesting that they put that line there because obviously she's not.
You have nothing to be afraid of. All we want is a place to spend the night.
Visitors are dangerous. Look. What they did to Ralph.
How come we didn't have an option to pull out our gun? Oh, now we can? Okay.
Touch a hair on
There
her
we
head
go.
and I'll kill you.
No, don't hurt Ralph! You must excuse Ralph. Ralph still finds it difficult to control himself. Sometimes his fear makes him do things he regrets. Ralph has seen some hard times. He's just so scared the humans will get him again. You can stay if you want. Ralph won't hurt you.
Yes, we'll stay. So that was the last time we left.
Okay. We'll just stay the night.
Come on! Come
Oh
on.
shit, is it 12 o'clock? I didn't realize it was that late.
This way.
God damn, it's already 12 o'clock today.
Ralph has lived here since he ran away. Ralph never goes outside, so no one knows he lives here. Humans come in to squat from time to time, but, you know, Ralph just hides till he leaves.
Yeah, we did put Ralph on our Survivor series, right? I think he was a very early boot because obviously he's a fucking lunatic. But, yeah.
You can make yourself at home
Yeah,
here.
still really haven't been able to work on any of the Survivor Series
Ralph is
stuff
gonna
because
go
again, I
into the
spent a
other
lot
room.
today doing the movie
Would you
list
like to stay
thing,
with you?
and I'll probably spend
He has things to
most
do.
of tomorrow doing the game list. Hopefully, I can finish. I should be able to
It's
finish
just
that
for
up
one
though
night,
pretty
Alice.
quickly, like within one day.
We'll find a better place
And then
tomorrow.
I'll probably get around to doing more of the Survivor stuff
Right.
on
Let's see where you can
Friday. And I don't know. We'll see what we do next.
Sit down
I
and
don't.
I'll start a fire.
I'm not really. I think we'll definitely do a Dragon Ball one at some point. I just don't know when. I mean, like it'll be when we play Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but I just don't know when we're gonna play that. So yeah. Mm. Thing is, it doesn't even matter if we really complete it here, because with this right now, we're kind of like we're gonna have to replay this section twice anyway. Something I just realized: did we complete the pulling out the gun section, or do we have to do that another time too? We do have to do that again. That's frustrating. There's so, I mean, this is annoying. This is really annoying, this one. Just because it's a lot of replaying for like very little benefit here with the yeah, but whatever. Okay. So now what? Find a blanket. Um,
You can come to bed. I did what I could. It's not much, but at least you'll be warm.
so now what? Okay.
Why didn't he ever love me? Why
Hey,
was he always so
same
upset
conversation
with
as
me?
always.
All I wanted was a life like other girls. Maybe I did something wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe I wasn't good enough.
Uh,
That's why he was always so angry.
Probably.
I just wanted us to be a family. I just wanted him to love me. Why can't we just be happy?
I don't know, Alice.
You'll never leave me, right? Promise you'll never go.
I guess we'll promise.
Promise.
Will we be together forever?
Forever.
Sure.
Okay.
You've got to sleep.
Okay, so kiss, I guess. Whatever.
Sleep tight, Alice.
I think we'll leave her space. Um, well, fuck. I'm assuming. Oh yeah, we can sleep in here. Okay. So we did get a lot done here, at least. So I think we've gotten every ending now, right? Yeah, but obviously we'll need to figure out some more stuff for next episode. But that's it for this episode. Next episode we'll go ahead and continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.